everyone, here's how to stay warm at home this winter with the DIY Pajama Onesie. Let's get started. You'll need 2.5 yards of fleece fabric, scissors, ruler, tape measure, chalk, and a 21-inch zipper. You'll also need some sweatpants and a zip-up hoodie or jacket, and a 22 by 1 inch long elastic, some pins, and a sewing machine. First thing is to try on the jacket and the sweatpants and mark on the sweatpants where the end of the bottom of the jacket ends. Make sure you have some crotch space. When we place the jacket and sweatpants on the fabric, you're going to have 4 long pieces from the top to the bottom. Place the jacket and the sweats on the fabric, pinned together, following the line marked on your pants. If you already have a onesie, you can trace that instead. Place the jacket and sweats right side up and fabric right side up and trace one side. When tracing the waist of the sweats, make sure you trace the width of the stretched out measurement to get an accurate measurement. Make sure to get the curve on the crotch. Place your fingers on the seam and check under the sweats and jacket to get an accurate measurement. Trace the shoulder and front neckline. Get the curve of the armholes too. Trace down under the middle of the zipper. By the way, this concept works for tracing any size clothing for making your onesie. Fold your fabric in half wrong sides together to get 2 half sides for the front, left and right. Pin and cut the traced outline with 1/2 inch for seam allowance. Now you have 2 pieces for the front of the onesie. Put your fabric on fold again and place the jacket and sweats back side up and trace 1/2 for the back side of the onesie. Instead of scooping the neckline, it will be almost straight. Now you have 2 halves of the back pieces. Place them right sides together and sew the upper back to the crotch, so only halfway. Now pin the 2 front pieces where the zipper would be. This is just to hold it, but don't sew it. Open it up and place the back and front right sides together and pin and sew the top shoulders. This is what it looks like after. Time for the sleeves. Place your fabric on fold wrong sides together and place the sleeve of your jacket along the fold. Trace the stretch out measurement where the wrists are for accuracy. Cut the sleeve with 1/2 inch for seam allowance and trace another sleeve for both arms. This is what you should have now. Place a pin on the middle of the sleeve and match it with the seam on the top of the shoulder, right sides together. Pin the rest of the sleeve following the curve. Sew the sleeves to the armholes. Pin the 2 seams right sides together where the underarm is. Pin the outer seams on the legs too. Sew it starting from the end of the sleeve down to the bottom of the leg. Do the same to the other side as well. This is how it looks so far when it's on.
Place the zipper on the front side of the onesie and mark where it ends. Sew the little space from the end of the zipper down to the crotch. Separate the legs and pin the crotch so the two seams match. Pin the rest of the inner legs as well.
Sew the legs together starting from one ankle down to the other ankle. This is how it looks so far. On the front of the onesie, fold the raw edges 1/2 inch in and place it on the edge of the zipper. When you're done pinning, sew the zipper to the onesie using a zipper foot. On the collar, place some ribbon over the raw edges and sew over it. If you want, instead of the ribbon, you could even add a hood. Adding the ribbon is very important so the collar doesn't stretch out. Take your stretch and measure your ankle. You don't want it to be too tight. You want to be able to take it off your foot. The length of mine came out to be 11 inches for each foot. Take a piece of the fleece and fold it in half, the same length of the ankle. Take the stretch and make sure it can fit into the cuff of the sleeve. Fold it right sides together and sew. Place the cuff of the ankle onto the leg and sew. Sew the stretch as well with the zigzag stitch. Place the stretch inside the little cuff and fold it over. Pin and sew wrong sides together, making sure not to sew the stretch. Use a zigzag stitch. For the wrist, you can do the same steps you did to the ankles, but this time I just folded it over 1/2 inch. Sew it using a straight stitch, and you're done! Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you make this onesie, send me a picture on Facebook or Instagram because I would love to see them. Here are some pictures you guys have sent to me. A book wallet made by Crafty Lee, another by Emily, and a heart pouch made by Kakio X Flip, and a book wallet made by Jaina. You guys did a great job. Keep up the good work.